First, public records training. Providing public documents on law enforcement and other public entities when requested by the public is a right of the citizens. It is the job of the state's Attorney General to make sure that these records are made accessible and presented to the correct individuals when requested. Certain policies apply to public records that need to be covered in detail with the agencies that find themselves asked to provide the function of giving specific records to the public. The first public record training course is now being made available to law enforcement agencies within the state of Wisconsin. That will provide them with the knowledge of the compliance necessary that remains consistent with the rulings and operations of the government. This course is targeted toward those in the law enforcement field, officers in the government, and recording clerks. Understanding the law in regard to direct instructions of releasing public documents and accessible to as many people that request are imperative with following the public records law of the state. The declaration made in the public policy of the state is that any person is entitled to the largest amount of information that regards the affair, their government, and any acts made by the officers and employees that represent such government agency, be made available to them upon request. The purpose of a state's public policy is to give public oversight of the government in its workings as declared by our democratic system. It further states that only under exceptional situations can public access to any public records be denied. For this reason, accurate records are deemed necessary within each section of the government, so they are readily available upon demand. Many law enforcement agencies have general information available on the internet that is a matter of public record, but there are many areas of record that do not include specific details. One example of such items is protected copyrighted work that is protected under the copyright laws. Certain individuals are also suspended from receiving public records. These include citizens that are currently incarcerated in a correction facility or are under protection. Other exceptions include individuals in violation of sex crimes, sex predator laws, or under the authority of mental health laws. In order to follow the rights of Americans, but also to protect their interests, procedures are in place and need to be followed closely. These procedures also need to be made available to the public so they know what is expected from them when a request is made. These include establishing times and places for information to be gathered, identification of the individual or legal custodian, any fees for copies or research and retention requirements. Acquiring public records is a right, but only to the extent of not violating another's lawful right. Public records training is a must in order to properly follow the requirements of the state policies and make equally open to anyone asking for such records.